Is this you? If you've tried following Roblox hair tutorials and got lost and people said things like extrude this or apply a modifier or mark sharp edges, this video is for you. I'm going to show you every Blender tool and shortcut you need before making Roblox hair UGC. By the end of this video, you'll know how to import models, create strands, duplicate them, mirror them, convert curves to meshes, and more. Take out your notepads because there's loads to cover.
Disclaimer, this is not a tutorial but a comprehensive guide for setting up in Keybinds. In Blender, there are about 2 more ways to complete the same action. If any keybinds shown are not suitable for you, please search up the alternative keybinds for such action.
If you want to be a pro, you should join our Discord. We have a Blender file with the paths and the rig set up for you. The link to our Discord can be found in the description below. And if you can't find the link in the description, just scroll to the top comment. Once you've joined our Discord, you can skip to this timestamp shown on the screen. And if you're having any issues, you can ask us directly in our Discord. If you're unable to join the Discord for some reason, I'll show you how to get set up on Blender. So firstly, you need to open up Roblox Studio. And then on Roblox Studio, you create a rig. It can be a rig of your choice. And once you've done this, you set the position of the rig to 0, 0. From there, you go to the Explorer drop-down, right-click on the rig, and look down, press Save/Export, and then export as an OBJ. Now, on Blender, you press File, press Import, and then wait for an OBJ, and import your file. And you can choose any rig of your choice to import onto Blender, and you can choose multiple. And now, to move around on Blender, you can use the middle mouse to move around, or you can use the orbs on the top right corner. To move back and forth, you can hold the middle mouse and shift, or you can hold on the hand and drag in the top right corner as well. To look at the rig from different angles, you can press Y, Z, or X on the orb. To hide the rig, you click on the rig and then you press H. To get started on making the hair path, you press Shift+A, and then we add a mesh, that's a circle, with 3 vertices. This circle will then become a triangle. To shrink on Blender, we use S, and then you want to squish it along the Y axis, so S plus Y, and then we drag in to squash the circle so it's a bit of a thinner strand. Then we can convert our mesh circle into a curve. Next, we import a path, same way, Shift+A, and then we set the object data as the circle we've just created. You can shade flat for aesthetics, and then from there, you have your rigs and your paths set up. We're gonna go over the Blender basics again. So once you have your strand, you can click on edit mode and then click on the vertices, and then press G to move a vert, or all of the verts. If you want to move all of the verts, a quick way to select all the verts is to press A, which is a keybind, to select all. You can click on the strand in object mode and press S to shrink. And if you want to expand the width of a strand, or to shrink it, you press Alt S in edit mode on the vertices you want to shrink or expand. You can press E to extrude, and this creates another vertices. You can press Ctrl and T to twist, or Command and T to twist on Mac. You can press R to rotate, and you can press Shift D to duplicate in object mode. You can press Ctrl and J to join paths in object mode, or Command J to join paths on MacBook. You can press M to merge, M and merge at center specifically. So obviously before starting the hair, we need a good idea of what we're making, so the best way to get that idea is to find a reference. I use Pinterest to find my references. So this is the image I put up on Blender. And over here, I'm using a combination of G to move and R to rotate. And now it's time to mirror the strand because this hair is quite symmetrical. So to mirror the strand, we click on the wrench icon and select Add Modifier. In Add Modifier, we select Mirror, and then as the mirror object, we select the rig. And now I use G and Control T to twist and shape the strand to make the front of the bangs. Using Alt S to make tips and points. Over here, I utilize the Shift plus D to duplicate, and I create a new strand. This is easier than creating a strand from scratch. Once the bangs are done, it's time to work on the middle of the head. We use the same techniques as before. Make sure to utilize the orbs so you can see the hair from different points. Because the back of the hair isn't exactly symmetrical, and neither are the bangs, I've dropped the mirror modifier for them. As we develop the hair more, we can make it cleaner. To move around the vertices to get rid of gaps or overlapping, I tend to hold Shift to move slow and steady. Once I have the desired shape of the vertices, I duplicate all of the strands and I move it to a new folder called Mesh. From there, I hide the extra strands and just focus on a few strands at a time to begin merging. To start off the merging process, I'm starting with the mirror modified strands. When converting, we can't have a modifier on the strand or else it might break the strand or convert wrong. So to remove the modifier quickly, we remove the modifier off one strand, click on the rest, and make sure our active strand is clicked that has no modifier. Press Ctrl plus L or Command plus L and copy modifiers. So it will mass remove any mirror modifiers off our strands. And then from there, we can convert them to meshes, join them together, and then start merging. Remember to merge its M and then merge at center. To reduce the polygon count, we can select an edge loop, press X, and then dissolve edges. This can remove many polygons at one time. Please keep in mind that Roblox only allows up to 4,000 polygons to upload onto the site. Now it's time to polish up the hair. We go onto the edge select mode and edit mode. And then while holding Alt, we select all of the edges going downwards. Once we've selected all of the vertices that are going downwards, we right click and then press Mark Sharp. And then we can add our modifier, Shade Smooth. We select the hair in object mode, right click on it, and then Shade Auto Smooth. Now it's time to fix up the normals. So we go on to statistics and then we turn on face orientation. From there, we can see which sides have correct normals or not. Everywhere where it's red or see-through means that the normals are bad. To fix this, in edit mode, we select it and then press Shift N. This recalculates normals. If the normal is still red for some reason, you can press Shift N and then inside in the drop down. This should fix your issue. If you have tiny patches of red, you can move around the vertices so that the inside isn't poking out. Here, you can add a hair texture, and you can find hair textures in our Discord. We will cover making hair textures in a different video. For now, you can use the ones in our Discord for free. Once you put your hair texture on, it may look a bit odd, but that's an easy fix. All you have to do is select all of the vertices in edit mode, go on to UV editing, press A on the side part with the square, and then rotate that 90 degrees. And then that should fix your UV issue, and your hair should look pretty much finished. And here's the finished result. You get a cute unicorn hair. Let us know what you think of it in the comments below. Let us know what hairs you'd like to see from us next or tutorials. This tutorial was highly requested, so we listened and we provided. So don't be scared to ask for any tutorials and join our Discord. If you have any questions, we call in there sometimes so we can help you with any issues that you have. Join up. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see us again, or else we're never coming back.